long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
You like me because I'm a scoundrel. There aren't enough scoundrels in your life.
I happen to like nice men.
Nice man.
Very nice.
It's always nice to wake up in the morning after a personal tragedy has hit you and seeing a headline like this written by a fourth wave feminist harpy with bigoted tendencies towards men and a very new fandom to Star Wars because she gets to be replicated on the screen by Rey. This girl's never done anything wrong in her life. She's never made mistakes. Mary Sue. What I hate about this shit right here, sexist backlash. There were women who were pissed off. Okay, this article is found in the Inside the Magic. Chloe James, ugly cow that she is the one that wrote it. She's about, 22 years old? She thinks she's obsessed with Star Wars. I doubt she would have known what the Millennium Falcon was if it landed on her. Okay, I mean full-sized Falcon, fueled up, armed up, ready to rock and roll. Okay, she wouldn't know. The moment we get the bestest Evar, Rey, R-A-Y by the way, she doesn't get her Frenchy name, R-E-Y, it's Rey. And that's not all. Personally, I don't like being called a sexist when I'm a woman, when the sexist is the one attacking men and calling the backlash against a movie nobody wants sexist. Okay, I'm a little bit emotional. I'm not feeling pleasant towards the world today. Okay, this is bullshit. Okay, I know it's bullshit. If you go to the community page on this video, you'll know how I know it's bullshit. And, I intend to go live later to talk about how I know it's bullshit. Talked about it already yesterday. But when I saw the article written by this angry, misandrist, bigoted, ignorant girl who doesn't know shit about Star Wars, because if you just came in with the sequel trilogy and that's all you like, you don't know shit. Okay, I've had it. I've had, like I said, a personal thing come up in my family, personal tragedy, a loss, and I'm not fucking feeling it anymore. And trust me, when this authoress came out with this misandrist piece of shit article trying to say that it proves that the movies being made in that world of reels is wrong. They've never been wrong. They're pretty good at scoops. This is a delusion. And frankly, the world is in trouble because of people like this.
The time has come. Execute Order 66.
Wipe them out. All of them.
Dad, when are you going to stop blighting the environment with this atrocity? My God, can't you see that it wants to die? Let it go.
This shit started when Kathy Kennedy was in that photograph with those girls from that school her daughters went to, with the a t-shirt saying the Force is female. Yes, Pablo. I know it was a Nike ad, but that wasn't the point. Okay? Kennedy's point was to get women into the film industry no matter what she could do. No matter what. And I don't mean in front of the camera. Behind the camera. Carrying cameras. Directing. Producing. Women have been doing that since Lillian Gish and Mary Pickford, who were two of the most powerful people in Hollywood. That was back in the 19-teens. Okay, over 100 years ago. But what the fuck? This is why we can't have nice things. It's because people like Chloe can't handle the fact that their serene queen, Kathy, is a fucking phony. The Empress has no clothes. Okay? This is why we get misandrist, bigoted shit out of these girls' mouths, you know, and then they wonder why they get a backlash. And the backlash is people hate the character Rey. She's literally the most unpopular character in Star Wars, and that's the bottom line. And it would be the same if she was a guy. Okay, she just sucks. Okay, but it's not your fault the way you behaved, right, Chloe?
You have done that yourself.
I mean, it's not your fault you called fans who've been fans of this, the franchise for decades, sexist, bigots, misogynists, is it? Because they didn't like your fucking favorite character. The only reason why you even watch Star Wars is your imaginary delusional idea of what a woman actually is. Okay? And meanwhile, this guy right here has to deal with your shit, all the while he's dealing with the proxy fight. Okay? Which I think he's going to lose. Okay? Nelson Peltz and Treon's document drop yesterday made a point. Okay? And a lot of it is because of your fake hero, Kathleen Kennedy's phony bullshit. Again, Kathleen Kennedy is an imaginary figure. She's Maris Crane. She really doesn't exist. Okay? What does exist of her is a toxic, feminist, angry woman who resents everything that she had to do for the guys who actually created the movies that she produced. Her by herself. You know, Steven Spielberg, George Lucas, her own husband, for crying out loud, Clint Eastwood, Robert Zemeckis. Okay, Kathleen Kennedy is a lie. She is a mythology that was created by the pseudo-feminist movement of the late 90s to make themselves feel better. Okay? Because they want to be seen. What's going on here, Chloe, is while Bob Iger is trying to scramble around and fix what's broken, is you're shoving your narcissistic shit in everybody's face. Meanwhile, this guy is actually making the only movie that Lucasfilm is making right now. It's about ready to start filming, by the way, you little C word. And it's not the Rey movie. Okay? Mandalorian and Grogu, which apparently is going to lead right into Filoni's Heir to the Empire. Okay, Chloe? All right. Look, I've been a fan of Star Wars since 1977. Okay? My dear sister, who just passed away yesterday, was the one that got everybody to go see it. She lived in Boston and got to go to an early screening. And she was like, you guys have to see this. Okay. You're sitting there telling me George Lucas is a sexist. No, he's not. Look at how tough he made Leia. Leia was what a real woman is. Rey is a pseudo female android. Okay, Rey is nothing more than an idealized portrait of Kathleen Kennedy, the Maris Crane of Lucasfilm, the Maris Crane of Hollywood. She doesn't really exist. Okay? Because all of the descriptions of her are so outlandish that when you look at the real person, you can't see what they're talking about. Okay? You can't. Oh, and the reason why I'm using these images is because I know it's going to trigger some feminazi to go crazy. And that's what you guys deserve. Okay? That's what you deserve. Okay? Because you guys sit around desperately trying to shove your shit in everybody's faces, take over franchises that don't belong to you, and break the franchise. Star Wars belongs to men and the women who like men and like science fiction and fantasy, all right? Kind of like how Lord of the Rings belongs to men and women who like that stuff. You don't like that stuff. You don't like the sequel trilogy because it is Star Wars. You like it because you think it represents you. And you think by putting characters that don't belong in it, they're poorly written, shitty characters like Vice Admiral Gender Studies, that somehow it's great Star Wars. It's not. Okay, it's not. And you bullied everybody and got people banned from Twitter, canceled people for disagreeing with your shit. If anything, when you call someone a Nazi, you should look in the mirror, okay? You're the one canceling guys that don't like Rey, canceling women that don't like Rey, like me, okay? Canceling women who called out the inconsistencies of Luke's character, of Han's character, of Leia's character. All right, called out the bullshit that The Last Jedi truly is. Lipstick on a pig. A wildly colored dumpster fire of chemical trash. But it was made by trash for trash. Okay? It was the anti-Lucas. It was a fuck you to George and a fuck you to the fans. And that's the bottom line. Okay? So, you bitching about the sexist backlash against the Rey movie? We're all just getting started. Till you shut the fuck up and get over yourself. Okay? It's over. Let the Rey movie die. Sequel trilogy is dead. Okay? Let it go. Because in all honesty, you're never going to see this happen. And to me, I look at women like you and ask, why do you think this is a real thing? How delusional are you? And how are you ever going to survive if the world gets tough? Okay, because only a potted plant, passive-aggressive, little entitled brat behaves like this. It's true. Let it go. Let Star Wars go. It's not yours, and it never was, because you fail to understand it. This is Steph, signing out. I'll see you around the galaxy.